dices ahorita que me quieres a tu lado, qué lindo sería. Si tú me das, te invito a que dejemos todo, que empieza la liga, yo sé que me dices.
La Liga time now on the SportsMax Zone. Despite taking only 1 point from their last 2 games, 10th place Athletic Bilbao were looking to return to winning ways when they tackled an Alaves team that went into the game stuck in 19th place on the league table. We have the highlights.
Well, we are underway, of course. It is Athletic Club in the white and red with black shorts, the all-white strip for the visitors Deportivo Alaves, who have never won here at the new San Mamés. Just won once at the old stadium, following that Joselu penalty on the opening day of the season against Real Madrid. Well, comes to the back post, headed down, appeal for handball, not given, at least for the time being, as those red and white shirts crowd the referee. Inigo Martinez is the most vocal of the protesters. It is a penalty kick to Athletic Club. The question now is who takes it. The answer to be revealed shortly as Raul Garcia picks his spot, takes his run up, and it's saved by Pacheco. Gently lifted over to the back post, where it is headed in this time. Raul Garcia makes amends for his earlier penalty miss. Athletic have been threatening from these corners. And the crosses from this kind of position, he's completely unmarked there. Enlisting some gasps from San Mamés. Overhead kick attempt, not connected with cleanly. Athletic Club are victorious against Alaves. It's a return to winning ways for Los Leones. It's another defeat for Alaves, who failed to build on their surprise triumph against Atletico Madrid last time out. Iker Muniain is named the king of the match.
These are the weekend fixtures in La Liga. Osasuna at home to Rayo Vallecano. Mallorca will face Levante. Cadiz at home to Valencia. Atletico Madrid up against Barcelona. Elche they face Celta Vigo. Espanyol at home to Real Madrid. Villarreal will also be at home to Real Betis. Getafe they play Real Sociedad. And Granada they're at home to Sevilla. Well, George and Lance, Atletico Madrid, they will be meeting Barcelona. Who takes that one? We know the amount of problems that Barcelona has been struck with.
Yeah, they are in trouble. Although I keep saying they haven't lost a game in La Liga so far this season, but their form is wretched, and behind the scenes they are going through some difficult times. Koeman looks about to be sacked, I think. But I think it will take a lot for them to beat Atletico Madrid. Having said that, Atletico Madrid's form isn't, that brilliant either. But if I was a betting man, I'd take Atletico to win this.
George, 1 win in the last 5 games. In the Champions League, 0 shots on target.
Yeah, Barcelona won't win. Atletico Madrid will win this. They would have been buoyed by the performance away to Milan in the Champions League, and Griezmann getting on the score sheet, Suarez getting on the score sheet as well. They have the firepower, they have the confidence. Remember, we're talking about the La Liga champions, but Atletico Madrid are getting no respect for having won La Liga last year, because people are still looking to the usual two, Barca and Real Madrid, to make the running.
Still?
Yeah, but hold on. Had one of those two won La Liga, then every game we're talking about with them involved, we're talking about the defending champions and everything, but we're almost not referring to Atletico Madrid as defending champions, almost as if they didn't win. They've strengthened that La Liga winning side, and as I'm saying, coming off the Champions League midweek game, you always find that the team that has the good result in Europe midweek, almost always, I don't know why I like to say that, but often they produce the goods on the weekend. So I'm taking Atletico Madrid to win. It won't be a high scoring affair, but Atletico will win, I think.
But you remember they're coming off a loss against Alaves last weekend. Alaves who are in the relegation zone.
That's last weekend. Yeah, I'm saying that there were some hard truths spoken by Diego Simeone in the dressing room. and the win, the performance at Milan was the elixir that they needed for this game. Can I say yours? Sorry.
No, you go first.
No, I just wanted to say something quickly, not on this game. So if you
yeah, I just wanted to talk about just the pressure again that Ronald Koeman is under, because yesterday there was a board meeting with Barcelona. Many people felt as if this morning we'd be hearing, the top story would have been Ronald Koeman is gone, but no. And then also just to juxtapose that, Luis Suarez came out, George and Lance, talking about how badly he was treated by Ronald Koeman.
He was, and we discussed that last season, that he was treated like a dog by the club, when he is number 3 on the scores list for Barcelona all time. No respect. The fact is that where no respect is concerned, I've thought long and hard about this. I went through some files last night. I can't recall a coach at a top flight team, an elite team, one of these superpowers in European football, being treated as badly as Ronald Koeman is. The fact is, the man will not resign. He'll not leave because he wants his money. If he resigns, he forfeits 12 million euros. For all the posturing that the Barcelona hierarchy is doing, they don't have the 12 million euros to pay the man, and that's why he's still in place. And there's a speculation as we're just giving him that game. We're giving him another game. We're seeing if it turns around, and we're waiting and seeing. No, they're trying to marshal the resources so they can pay him, so they can send him. None of what Barcelona is going through is the fault of Ronald Koeman. None of it.
No, but George, I even found it so disrespectful of Joan Laporta, because in the board meeting coming out, they were saying that he wants a more modern manager.
Rubbish.
What can you even mean by that?
Rubbish.
Is it that a younger person, or is it that he's trying to say Ronald Koeman tactics are for a long time?
Look, the fact is, you've asked the senior players in the squad to take a huge pay cut. Messi offered to take a 50% haircut on his salary, and even that still wasn't enough. You had to sell Griezmann on deadline day to free up fiscal space so you could register with the league this season. And all of that has destabilized the team. Messi left when nobody thought that Messi would have left at that time. So the coach had to was planning with Messi, then had to plan without. His attacking young players, Ansu Fati, Dembele, injured, unavailable to him. Then you have a blabbermouth president making it look as if we're in this position because the coach can't coach. He doesn't know which team to pick. You had a situation where you're a young midfielder who played 60-odd games for you last year as a teenager, Pedri. He went to the European Championships and played. You can't fight that. But you sat by and allowed the Spanish Football Federation to flog him like a ladder from Russia in Jamaica in exchange for bauxite in the 1980s. You allowed the Spanish Football Federation to flog him like a ladder at the Olympics, where he was playing every game, even extra time, the games that Spain played. And then you miss him for the first few weeks of the season, and a boy comes back after so much burden, and you did not put up a fight to say, no, he will not play the Olympics if he played the European Championships. And then you have an honorable coach, a man that you recruited, you paid him to get out of his contract with the Dutch national team, you paid him to come to Barcelona, the previous bosses did, and now you're treating him as if he's responsible. I'm very upset with that. No respect for the man.
And he's also complaining about, Laporte leaking stories to the...
But he's briefing against him, and it's clear.
Without saying anything to him. Rubbish. So people are telling Koeman things about his own status at Barcelona that he's not being told anything about officially.
All right.
It's poor.
Yeah, I think it's very disrespectful. Well, before, George, you bring up your point, let's just take a look at the table. And I hope you remember what you're going to tell us. So Real Madrid at the top of the table, they have 13 points.
17 in the middle.
17 points. Real Sociedad in second position on 16 points. So just a 1 point difference there. Sevilla, who were really impressive last season, they're on 14 points in third position. And then we have the defending champions, George, Atletico Madrid. They're sitting also on 14 points. We're looking to find Barcelona on the table. They're sitting at number 7 on 12 points. Just like Real Betis, they also have 12 points. Then number 9 and 10, they're also on 11 points each. Valencia and Osasuna. Granada, they're number 18 on the table on 3 points. Then we have Deportivo Alaves and Getafe. They're yet to get a point. George, make your point.
Yeah, I credit Koeman for keeping Barca in the top 6, because really and truly, with all the circus around the club, or as the Trinis would say, the bacchanal, they should be down in the lower reaches of the table. Anyway, I just wanted to draw attention to a small thing.
Yes.
In the Athletic Bilbao game that we saw earlier, a small point, but I think it's worthy of mention.
Yeah.
A player for Athletic Bilbao, Iñaki Williams, 27 years old, and the only black player in that team. today he set a record. That's not a normal record. He played in his 203rd consecutive game for Athletic Bilbao. Iñaki Williams has not missed a game since April 20, 2016. Now, he plays for a team that you don't usually see black players play for. He is of Ghanaian descent. His parents crossed the desert from Africa into Spain, and they told some lies when they got in Spain to lie about their immigration status, saying that they were refugees of war to get in. That's where he was born, in Bilbao. You can't play for Athletic Club. That's him. You can't play for this club, I repeat. You can't play for this club unless you were born in Bilbao. They don't sign foreigners. If you are out of the Basque region, you'll not play for them. And so he has made a career there. And I just think we, as people, looking like him and sharing ancestry with him in many respects, Mariah shares a lot with him as well, that, you know, it's noteworthy. 203 straight games, that's phenomenal.
That's amazing, and especially because, George, I think it's so important to point out that sometimes we don't even give for our own, and the manner in which he's doing for a club that you said they did a lot to actually identify with him. So I think that's very, very big of him. And I hope all our Jamaican reggae boys can follow pattern.
I want to say, apart from the phenomenal statistic, it's certainly a credit to his fitness levels and so on, because football injuries are things that happen really, really easily. So if someone is able to play every single game since 2016,
April 2016,
that's phenomenal, because it means that he has been able to keep his body physically conditioned well enough to continue playing without any gaps.
And just quickly, oftentimes when you look at a large number of consecutive game appearances, they're usually for goalkeepers, because they don't have the wear and tear that outfield players have on them. But this is a striker at that, playing 203 consecutive games.
Definitely impressive. Well, these are the games that will be broadcasted on your home of champions. What do we have? We have Osasuna against Rayo Vallecano. That's 7 if you're in Jamaica. 8 a.m. if you're outside Jamaica. Mallorca, right after that game, will be playing Levante. 9:15 a.m. in Jamaica, 10:15 Eastern Caribbean time. And then the big one, Atletico Madrid against Barcelona. That's at 2 p.m. in Jamaica, 3 Eastern Caribbean time.
And a massive top-of-the-table clash in the English Premier League. Liverpool versus Manchester City. That comes up on Sunday. Or preview still to come. We also look ahead to the Jamaica Premier League final between Cavalier and Waterhouse. And the decision by the UK government to grant travel exemptions to Premier League footballers returning from red list countries. Class moments also coming up in the dying embers of the show. Find out which 3 plays make the shortlist for the SportsMax class moment.
Man,